What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dyllan and welcome back to another video. Hope you all had an amazing Christmas. Let's get right back at it today. In today's video we're actually going to be talking about the duplicates in Destiny 2 and why I would consider them to be quite painful to get. So with that being said, first off we're going to actually compare Destiny 1's weapon systems and Destiny 2's and actually look at the positives and the negatives of both. So first off, let's start off with Destiny 1. Now Destiny 1 had a thing called random rolls, which for example would mean that if I got a better Devils, I could then go forth and get another better Devils with completely different rolls. This alone made loot very, very exciting to get. Destiny 2 on the other hand has a thing called fixed rolls. So when you get a better Devils, there is no need or reason to go out and get another one. It's going to be the exact same, within the exception of obviously Masterworks, which was a new system that Bungie added. But again, we're not really going to be talking about Masterworks because it's not really anything to do with the core base of the weapon, in my opinion. Now loot in Destiny 1 was always exciting. Whenever I got a legendary engram, I would always be excited to decrypt it, no matter what. Because I never knew if it was going to be a god roll, I never knew if it was going to be a high percent roll, stat roll on the chest piece or helmet or whatever, to get a tier 12 build or whatever I wanted. Loot was always exciting. It was always something to chase and pursue. So that's what made loot so good in Destiny 1. You was always excited no matter what you got. Now, also, in Destiny 1, when the second DLC released, called House of Wolves, Bungie added a weapon reforging into the game, which gave you, basically, the ability to reroll the perks on a gun that you had already got. This, in my opinion, was actually an amazing system, because it gave the casual players a way to get the best rolls without the grind, and it also gave the hardcore players, for example, I would consider myself quite a hardcore player. For example, if Bungie were to do a faction rally and I would grind the entire week, I'm trying to get a god roll hand cannon, for example. I don't get it, but I do get one of the hand cannons to drop throughout the event, but it's not the roll I want. I can then go to the, at the end of the, event or whatever, I can go to the weapon reforging station, re-roll it to what I want. So, I mean, it works for both players, hardcore and casual. Mainly, don't get me wrong, it does benefit the casual players much more than the hardcore, but in my opinion, it suits everyone just as good. Now, Bungie eventually removed this system because people were complaining about everybody using the exact same weapons with the exact same perks. It was a huge, heated debate. Everyone was moaning, he's using Felwinters with shot package, yeah. Everyone was just moaning, and Bungie just removed it. But we have that right now in Destiny 2 anyway. We literally have, fixed rolls, so everyone is using the same thing with the same perks. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand why Bungie did fixed rolls, because it's much easier to balance. But in doing so, the loot has actually lost its wow factor, which a lot of people, play loot-based games for the loot. That's the reason why I found Destiny 1 so exciting. Especially, year 1 Destiny was just insane for, the power fantasy. Like, some of the exotics were so good. You had Galahorn, Icebreaker, Thorn, Last Word, Hawkmoon, Vex Mythoclast when it was first dropped, from the hard mode, Vault of Glass, which, again, it was completely and absolutely broken, but it was absolutely insane. This sort of stuff was, just another couple of things as well. Fatebringer, Felwinters Light, these are all weapons that I still remember to this day, and that was like 4 years ago. That's how powerful they were, and amazing the weapons were in general. In Destiny 2, to be honest, one of the only weapons I think I could probably say is good and fun to use is probably Wardcliff Coil, and that's about it. And somebody made an amazing point the other day, and they basically said the reason why Wardcliff Coil is so much fun to use is because it was actually a weapon designed for Destiny 1, which I thought was a pretty good thing, because I remember a lot of people way back were actually making videos on a hidden weapon within the game, which was the Wardcliff Coil, but obviously it got shipped and moved on over to Destiny 2, so Again, another little thing to maybe get you thinking about there. So after all that, obviously I'm going to make a couple of suggestions on how I would fix it. So, get into some ways that I would like, obviously, Bungie to fix the roles and make loot more exciting is, first off, make roles random again. But please, hear me out before you start effing and blinding in the comments. Random roles would instantly make duplicates more exciting and give the hardcore players, something to grind for, which currently is a huge issue in Destiny 2. There's not a lot of things to grind for in Destiny 2. This would instantly fix a lot of the loot-based things. The next thing is add an actual weapon reforging back into the game. This benefits all players, mainly the casual, because obviously it gives them a way to get the best roll without the grind. But like I said earlier, people complained about weapon reforging because everyone was using the same thing, but like I said, we have that in Destiny 2 at the moment anyway. It's not a big issue. At least it just gives people the ability to re-roll a weapon to their playstyle. For example, in Destiny 1, when everyone was searching or hunting for the God Roll Eyes Luna for PvP, everyone pretty much wanted rifle barrel, rangefinder, and look in the chamber. But for me, for my playstyle, I wanted rifle barrel, rangefinder, and reactive reload, because I preferred to get a kill, reload, and then consistently 2-tap people after that. You know what I mean? It depends on your playstyle. Some people like certain things, and it would sort of give people a little bit more freedom as to use what they want. Now, one of the other things I actually liked about Destiny 1 was that I had 3 of the same scout rifle called the Cryptic Dragon. If you've been watching my channel, a long time, you'll probably already know that. But they all had different roles and they were all good at different things. I had 2 for PvE and 1 for PvP. My best role was crowd control, high caliber rounds, and Firefly, if I remember correctly. And like I said, it's just the matter of the fact that I had 3 of the same scout rifle. It was just, that just shows you how good the loot system was in Destiny 1. So that you can have 3 of the same thing and they're all good at different things. But like I said, it is what it is. Bungie have obviously made these changes with PvP in mind. Like a lot of the changes, I can't help but feel like Destiny 2 has been made with PvP, at the center of everything. With the weapon system, not really feeling too powerful in terms of like abilities and all that sort of stuff. Just a lot of things feel like they've been knocked down and tuned down for the sake of PvP, but it is what it is. Nothing I can really do about it, but I wanted to make this video because I wanted to give you guys my opinion on things. Now, that's pretty much going to do it for the video. Like I said, I'm sorry for rambling on, but I did want to do this because I believe that random rolls could return to the game and PvP could still be balanced with the addition of weapon reforging. I really do feel like it could work, but again, I don't really have much of an impact on the game. That's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have an awesome rest of your day. Peace.